Hey everybody, it's Mama M of the Pagan Mama and Mama M's World of Magic. I am here for our second video for Medium Mondays, and today's topic is dealing with grief, dealing with the loss of a loved one if you are a medium, because it's really a different process than what normal people go through. You've heard of survivor's guilt, which would be like if two people were in an accident and one person died and the other person survived, the survivor carries guilt and resentful feelings, basically, feeling really guilty for the other person's friends and family because they lost that person, and feeling like it's their burden or their cross to bear, so to speak, because they survived the accident and the other person didn't. What I call medium's grief is something that I am still learning to deal with, because everyone feels the same sorrow and the same devastation when they lose a loved one. As a medium, we know firsthand that that's not the end of the spirit's journey. So we are still able to communicate with our lost loved ones. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time before they show up. But in general, as a medium, we're able to see them eventually and carry on conversations with them, and sometimes have a somewhat normal life after death, speaking with our friends and relatives on the other side. Now, with that comes the added guilt and related types of feelings because other people can't. Personal example, almost a year ago, my best friend took her life, and I was completely devastated. It took me weeks before I could even eat normally or sleep normally, and my biggest problem, aside from the obvious not having her physically here anymore, was the guilt I felt that I was still able to talk to her and communicate with her, and that so many others were not. And that actually acted as a catalyst and a big push for get your ass out there and tell people you can talk to the dead and relay the messages that need to be relayed as they come to you, because it's really important and people need to hear these things. So I have her to thank in that aspect for making me more vocal and more outspoken as to this is my life. I am able to talk to people who have died, and when they have a message, I do my best to relay it. But that guilt is sometimes overwhelming. So are you able to communicate with spirits? Have you had this type of encounter? What do you do? Honestly, that's a question, not a suggestion for a next topic. How do you deal with that? How do you cope with that guilty feeling that it's not fair, and you feel bad, honestly, that you're able to communicate with your lost loved ones after they're gone while other people cannot? Does that make you want to come out and tell people what you're able to do, what you're capable of, so that you can relay messages from that person to the other people who are missing them? And like I said, in my case, that's kind of what did it for me. That's what pushed me over the edge, and I really came out and told people, okay, look, this sounds weird, but I have spoken with her, and these are the things that she has to say to you. And I feel like that helped a lot of people push past some of the issues and unanswered questions that they had, and was my goal. So in my case, it worked out well, but I still carry that with me. I still feel for all the people who have not had a personal message from lost loved ones. How do you get past that? People have their faith where they believe that, there is life after death, so they've gone to a better place, is one of the common topics or old sayings, I guess, that people like to throw around. They're not in pain anymore, there's no more suffering. All true, I'm not dismissing that, but from the perspective of a medium, that is a really hard thing to get past. So what are your thoughts and feelings on that? And if you have ideas for topics or questions you want answered for next week's Medium Monday, please use any of the means of contacting me through the Pagan Mama's Facebook page, or through Mama M's World of Magic's Facebook page, or through YouTube links. emails, everything gets listed below on YouTube. So if you're looking for specific, straightforward addresses, they will be there. And I look forward to talking to you again next Monday. Have a good one.